Ever heard of Congaree National Park in South Carolina? We recently visited there and found it's a perfect place for quiet, reflective walks. And chances are, if you go there, you'll see some interesting critters.
The first day in the park, we hiked about 6 miles through the old-growth lowland forests. Cypress trees decorated the landscape with their knobby knees. We marveled at the tupelos with their twisted trunks. The park boasts many trees that have been the tallest of their species in the state or in the nation.
But I have to admit that some of my most vivid memories are related to critters. A barred owl decided to hang out close to the boardwalk and later dive for prey in the shallow waters of the floodplain. On the second day of the trip, we took kayaks down Cedar Creek. So while we were on park property, we saw an alligator, salamanders, turtles, woodpeckers, songbirds, and squirrels. We also saw a lot of snakes, which I mostly didn't mind except for the one brown water snake that expressed an interest in joining me in my kayak. I was sad we never saw one of their elusive fox squirrels because, well, that would have been a cool mention for fox treks.
Genesis chapter 1 states that God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock, and small animals. Then God said, "Let us make human beings in our image, to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground." I'm thankful to Harry Hampton and his peers for taking on the role of stewards for the old-growth forest, the waterways, and the floodplains of Congaree National Park. Their efforts led to the preservation of this unique habitat. Harry fought logging company interests and government red tape that would have led to its demise.
In the United States, we tend to have a negative impression of people who reign over, but there are compelling reasons that nations have developed with rulers. Good rulers are stewards who protect their people. They pool and invest the people's resources and their own resources in ways that benefit the community.
God is our ruler, and he takes his role seriously as our protector and provider. The Genesis verse makes it clear that God calls us to do the same in our own realms of influence. We want to encourage you to find a way to be a benevolent ruler. Perhaps foster a cat or dog that has no home. Maybe provide bird food and houses in an area that's losing habitat due to construction. Volunteer at a local state park with their monthly cleanup crew. Teach your children to dispose of their trash properly and to educate others on ways to reduce pollution.
We've each got a limited amount of time and money, but let's make sure some of it contributes to supporting this precious earth and its creatures.
Thanks for trekking with the foxes.